This is the StarQuest Headlines 2-minute update for June 20th, 2018, brought to you by SQPN.com, where faith meets pop culture. I'm Don Bettinelli. What are the 10 most popular restaurant dishes in America? Yelp, the site that lets customers review businesses, has a new feature that reveals the most popular dishes at restaurants, and they've compiled them all into a top 10 list, of course. Number 1 is the New England clam chowder at Pike Place Chowder in Seattle, Washington? Seattle? Not New England? Maybe it's biased by all the techies in Seattle. As a New Englander, I'm miffed, but the list recovers by selecting at number 3, the lobster roll at Neptune Oyster in Boston. You'll also notice a trend of seafood. In fact, of the top 10 dishes, 5 are seafood. There's 1 salad, a couple of pork dishes, and a fried chicken. See the link in our show notes for the whole list. Chris Pratt won the Generations Award at the MTV Movie and TV Awards this week, and many people are talking about his acceptance speech as a nearly perfect delivery of the basic message of the gospel. Interspersed with funny and awkward jokes, his 9 rules for life include taking care of your soul, be good to others, know that God loves you, learn to pray, nobody is perfect, and someone shed his blood for you to give you grace. It's powerful with subtle lessons and rhetoric for those who wish to hear. Happy to see he wasn't afraid to use his platform to speak the good news. The Terminator is back for a 6th movie installment, and the original Sarah Connor is back as well. Linda Hamilton returns to the role she created, and which has since been played by Lena Headey on TV and Emilia Clarke in film. Terminator 6 will reportedly ignore the events of Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation, and Terminator Genesis, and be a direct sequel to Terminator 2. The new movie will begin a new trilogy with Sarah Connor passing the baton to a new generation of female hero, and a new kind of Terminator to replace Arnold Schwarzenegger, who will not be back. Star Trek Discovery showrunner has a new 5-year deal with CBS that includes an expansion of the TV Trek universe beyond Discovery. It seems CBS already has multiple Trek series in development, including a Starfleet Academy show, a limited series based on The Wrath of Khan, and an animated series. And remember that cryptic remark by Patrick Stewart a few weeks ago that we thought might mean some kind of appearance on Discovery? Now comes a rumor that maybe it's another show that would bring Stewart's Captain Jean-Luc Picard back. And that's the StarQuest Headline Update. Find links to the stories and be sure to subscribe for our updates every weekday at SQPN.com. I'm Don Bettinelli.